For more, let's bring in House Republican Conference Chairwoman Lisa McClain, who was in today's hearing. It's see no evil, hear no evil. Well, they speak evil. How can they ignore what is going on even today, Chairwoman?
I have absolutely no idea. I mean, do we really need to do an investigation at the University of Columbia? You saw the clips. How would you like to be a student at the University of Columbia going into finals and you can't even study at the library? But the Democrats, we should do an investigation. We don't need to do an investigation. We know what the problem is. They have laws and they don't follow them. It's really simple. And Columbia is a prime example of what happens when there are no consequences to one's actions. They just double down on their repulsive actions.
So what can Congress do about it, Congresswoman? What is Congress going to be able to do? Can they truly hold back their funds or defund this type of activity at Columbia?
We are going to do anything and everything possible to make sure that this hatred stops. I mean, we used to go through this in the 1960s, right? And everybody was all up in arms. Where are those people now? Because we've just changed the group to the Jews, which is horrible. And yes, everything's on the table. And unfortunately, isn't it funny how the only thing Columbia respects is federal funding? And I will remind these universities that to receive federal funding, it is a privilege, not a right. And what they're struggling with now, these universities, is for so long they've had an action and nothing's been done. What they don't understand is we now can have a reaction, and all of a sudden, oh my goodness, they're freaking out. But you know what? We're going to keep going until this problem gets fixed.
But back in the 60s, college students and college kids were protesting to save lives against death. Yeah. These college students are protesting for death, for the death of the Jews, and for the eradication of Israel, and for the death of Americans, frankly. And until they are punished, prosecuted and locked up, and until these universities are punished beyond the $400 million that's been taken from Columbia, they will never learn and never change. And Chairwoman, what is on the table specifically? Is it capping the amount of graduate student loans? Is it truly hitting the large endowments with more than just the 1.4% tax that was introduced during the first Trump tax bill?
Yep. Yes, yes, and yes. And the other thing that we're trying to do is we are trying to hold these universities and put pressure on these universities to actually call it out and prosecute the students that are committing the crime. They are turning a blind eye. And the Democrats are upset because we continue to showcase and ask, why was there no action? Why was nobody prosecuted? Why was no one fired? We have to keep that pressure on, because if we don't keep the pressure on, absolutely nothing will be done. But we have got to continue to halt. And it's not just the Ivy Leagues. That's what the hearing was about today. It was really beyond the Ivy Leagues. Is follow the law. And you need to start prosecuting the students, the faculty, the administration, whoever is involved in this. Otherwise, this type of behavior isn't going to stop. It's only going to get worse, like you see at Columbia. So everything's on the table. Yes.
Congresswoman Lisa McClain, thank you for joining us on The Bottom Line. Do appreciate it.